Hey, how you doing? Austin here. This is a Shiba Inu video. We're going to talk about is Shiba poised to burn a zero. I really don't even like that phrase, but I couldn't figure out a better way to say it. Basically, move over from this 8 sitting in the millionth to taking over and having, and basically, having numbers here instead of here, because our all-time high is a 3 in this 100,000 spot. So we're going to talk about that. There's some technical analysis out there that I've looked at that is supporting that possibility. And so we're going to talk about the conditions that have to kind of transpire for that and overall just have that dialogue. Okay, so with all that said, this video is for entertainment purposes only. And real quickly, if you're interested in getting some help with your portfolio and wanting my guidance and wanting to be part of a community, check out my Patreon. The links are in the description below. You get direct access. I give you portfolio guidance. You can see what I buy and sell and trade. You can get hot crypto alerts as well as trade alerts on when I am moving in out of one crypto into another. Like I did 2 of them last week, two trade alerts, things of that nature. Okay. So to have this dialogue related to the fact of whether or not I think we're going to move up, basically move out of the millionth spot. So right now we're at 8 millionths of a dollar. Okay. Our all-time high was when we had a 3 in the 100,000 spot. This is the 100,000 spot. So that was 3 100,000ths of a dollar, in case you didn't know that. So I've been doing in the last, say, 4, 5, 6 hours, I've been looking at some content, looking at some people that I really trust that are extremely good at technical analysis. And there is an overriding consensus or theory that we could be poised to move out of finally the million spot, okay, and get back into where we're trading in the 100,000 spot. Basically, burn a zero, move over a zero, right? And the interesting thing about that was it was talking a lot of the technical analysis, and the thing about technical analysis, I'll tell you this. The technical analysis is when you have people that are doing really in-depth charting analysis and things like that. And cards on the table, I do technical analysis, but there are people way better at it than me. Just like any job, right? There's always going to be people that are really, really, really good at certain things, and there are people that are phenomenally good at technical analysis that I trust, that I don't even try to be as good as them, right? It's kind of like you admit who you are, right? And it's kind of that you guys know me. I don't pull any punches. I'm really good at keeping you guys updated and kind of being the voice of reason in the room and things like that. So I look at and focus on my strengths and how I can help you guys, but in part of that, I also shoot straight with you, and I also bring you content and have these discussions with you specifically related to kind of things that I'm seeing going on. And so again, what I did was I woke up this morning and I said, hey, I want to get a feel for the TA, the technical analysis world, and kind of see what some of the smarter people in the room, right? You guys heard me use that phrase. What some of the smarter people are in the room from a technical analysis side of the coin are seeing. And like I said, the consensus seems to be that if the market will turn and go and start to move back up, i.e. Bitcoin going above 50,000, continuing to move, Ethereum, moving back into the 3,300, which has been its recent high in that area, and moving into 3,500 and continuing on into 4,000 on its way to 6,000, is that if the overall market will turn and continue to go, we get positive momentum, we continue to keep overall social sentiment high, which this says that we are. I got to refresh this. Actually, it's a 76. If social attitudes and social sentiment and social buying behavior around SHIB and the overall market continue, then we should be poised to continue to move up and start to move up and move and take over that next spot. Okay. So right here, right now, we're trading in the 8 range. It's not that dramatically high of a movement per se to get us back over here, right? I mean, it's not like when we were in the 6s. That was a lot. That was a 40+% move. So now we're really talking about, a 25% move, give or change. Actually, it's more like 27, 20, but you get my point, right? And it's not a dramatically high movement to get us up there. Will it happen overnight? No. So don't like, oh my God, Austin, we're going to get rich in the next 10 minutes. That's not what I'm saying, okay? Remember, I always pride myself on trying to be, for you guys, the voice of reason in the room. And so, again, these people that are really, really good at technical analysis that I trust are saying that that all the patterns are looking like we have established certain there's trigger points and there's these things, conditions that are being met to set the stage for us to continue to kind of roll up and to get out of the get out of the millionth spot and move back into the 100,000 spot. Time frames are kind of in line with the time frames that I've told you about. We've talked about and at pretty much at length on my channel here. Is that kind of September moving into fourth quarter, which makes sense because it lines up with the crypto movement, the overall crypto market movement, right? And so I was just going in and hadn't really had a TA conversation with you, a technical analysis conversation with you, because I wanted to kind of get a reality check of what those people were seeing that are really, really good at technical analysis. And so, there was some positive movement and momentum and discussion that I saw in some content. Now, full disclosure, there's always going to be somebody who's going to be the voice of dissension in that room, right? There's always going to be, just like, in my world, when, covering Shiba Inu, there's always the voice of dissension. There's always somebody saying that Shiba Inu is going to die and go away tomorrow. You're always going to have those kind of individuals, and that's fine. It is what it is, right? But I'm just kind of wanting you guys to know that, hey, I'm looking at that side of the street as well, the technical analysis street side, and we've established a very good baseline now, very solid footing that we're on here. We're well out of the sixes, things of that, sixes and sevens where we were at for a while in July. We're real comfortable here. What I really like is we are adding new holders every single day. This number is actually around 640,000. If you look at, like right here, see 640. This is the Etherscan. It's actually the most updated one you've got. So, so it's really 640, there's 1,800 new holders a day. There's about 1,500. There's about 2,000. There's exactly 1,000. 633, 633. There's about 1,600 there. And about 2,800, 2,700 there. So the overwhelming picture that I'm seeing is for us to continue to establish and stay at the base the levels we're at now, the 8.1, 8.9 and change, we'll call it the 8s, right? You have to have new retail investment come in and stay in, okay? The volume, where's my volume? My volume is not working. Overview, 7-day. That's interesting. Something's wrong. There it goes. It's not showing me volume. Anyway, why is volume not showing? That's weird. Okay, so unless they've changed, I don't know. Something's going on. There's something up with it. It usually, you guys know, it usually shows me volume. But where I was going with this is that you get new holders coming in, and which continues to keep you at the current levels you're at. Okay, but then also, depending upon how much those new buyers are buying in, will continue to move you up. Okay, the price of SHIB is down right now because the overall market is flattened down. Period. Shiba tends to be more exaggerated. You see how Bitcoin is really up 0.01, Ethereum is down 0.12. You see how SHIB is down 1.39. Also show you Dogecoin. Look, Dogecoin's down 1.37. What's my point? I've said this in all the videos, that Dogecoin and Shiba tend to react more aggressively than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why do you care? Dogecoin and Shiba follow Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay? In a positive green market, when we're on a really, really nice bull run, Ethereum might be up 8%. I'm just picking that number at random. Bitcoin might be up 7%. Dogecoin will, on that same exact day, Dogecoin will be more aggressively up. Shiba Inu will be more aggressively up. It might be up 13 or 14%. Oh, by the way, when we're in red days, that will be a little bit more aggressively down because they are community kind of meme coins, things of that nature, if you get my point. So you kind of get the good and the bad, the positive and the negative in that scenario. And that's fine, but I'm just keeping you guys up to date. So I'm going to wrap up there and just kind of say, hey, look, it looks like we are poised to potentially burn a zero, move over. The time frame is not tomorrow. It's not in the next 5 minutes. We'll have to see how that all plays out. Again, wanted to bring you this info. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Bye.